In this video, I'll show you how to connect to CrateDB and work with data using drivers for a selection of popular programming languages. CrateDB's support for the Postgres protocol means that many of these drivers may already be familiar to you. You'll often have a choice of driver for your preferred programming language, allowing you to pick one that best suits your coding style and chosen level of abstraction. I'll show you some code in Python, Node.js, Java, and .NET. If you're using another language, don't worry. A full list of available drivers for many more languages, including Go, PHP, and others, can be found in the online documentation. We'll begin with a short summary of popular driver options for major programming languages. For Python, we provide our own driver, CratePython. If you prefer to work with SQL Alchemy or Pandas, there are drivers for each of those too. You'll see some example code for these shortly. Node.js developers can use the regular Postgres driver. There's also the option to use a CrateDB specific driver that connects to the cluster using the HTTP endpoint. When working in Java, you can use our JDBC driver or a Postgres compatible one. The .NET framework is supported through the use of the NPG-SQL driver. For Golang, use PGX. And finally, here are some options for PHP developers. Here's some example code using the Crate driver for Python. It connects to the HTTP endpoint, and I'm running a simple select query and displaying the result. This code runs the